Out of a rental space for the past 5 years, Innospring has operated as a China-U.S. incubator and accelerator program. But in January, it opened its very own Silicon Valley headquarters with a brand new concept.
Unicorn farming business model.
In order to develop a unicorn, the buzzword for a billion-dollar startup, Innospring's model is to go beyond traditional 3-month startup accelerator programs. With 6 locations in China, including a smart manufacturing institute in Beijing and this science park in Nantong, China, Innospring seeks to incentivize startups, scientists, and manufacturers to work together.
Finding if there are companies in our existing park that could be their customers. We actually do that a lot. And that solves a lot of initial pilot testing problem and requests from our companies. And if they were incubated, nurtured before here, they're more motivated to actually buy from smaller startups that come out from the same ecosystem.
Brewing inside Innospring, you'll find startups like China and U.S.-based Hufu, which has built this Bitcoin hardware security wallet that stores cryptocurrency key codes. When it's time to make a transaction, the device sends the info to your smartphone via Bluetooth only for a short time.
You are surrounded by these creative and passionate minds around you, and Innospring is like a bridge to bringing both of two parties together.
And one company in Innospring's portfolio galloping toward unicorn status is Kunshan, China-based drug development company Rebol. Partly due to Innospring's connections, Rebol recently formed a joint venture with the U.S.'s Quark Pharmaceutical and a strategic collaboration with U.S.-based Ionis Pharmaceuticals. Innospring team members have worked with Rebol for 11 years. I caught up with Rebol founder Liang Zicai via Skype in Shanghai, who says his company is now valued at $500 million.
Over the last 11 years, the value of the company have grown 250 times. So that's above everybody's expectation. We are expanding now to Beijing, to Shenzhen, and possibly to Silicon Valley.
One reason for supporting startups longer is the complexity of today's technology, like autonomous driving. Tao Wang is the co-founder of Drive AI, which is building a technology to make any car self-driving. In 2015, when the startup began, self-driving was the territory of big companies like Google. But Innospring gave Drive AI both initial funding and a home.
In the early days, we had no revenue, on the edge of being broke, $300 in the bank account. We never felt that Innospring would have kicked us out.
In just 2 years' time, Drive AI raised more than $77 million, not only fostering hopes of becoming a unicorn, but hopes of being able to turn a once fictional idea into reality. Mark New, CGTN, Mountain View, California.